Hello peoples, Bubba Ace here, and welcome to the third and final tournament of NWoR Roblox Rising. This tournament not only concludes the Rising trilogy of the course, but it also celebrated the 10th year anniversary of NWoR of Roblox. While in theory that means I should edit this tournament in its entirety, I'm not going to. Although unlike with the previous Rising tournaments, you'll see a few select runners on each stage, rather than just one or two. Afterwards, you'll see the result of all 200 plus competitors who ran Stage 1, and then later the result of all who ran Stages 2 and 3. And just like the previous tournaments, if you ran in this tournament and would like to have your run edited, DM me on Discord, as well as letting me know if you would like me to send you your run, or have it uploaded to the NWoR Vault. Now that introductions are out of the way, let's get this tournament started. Kicking things off is Famalam, who's making his second appearance on the course. Well, technically it's his debut because his first and only appearance was in Tournament 22, the final tournament of the OG era, but as a bonus run. And I think he just intended to run the course as a one-time thing. Then again, a lot of people probably believe that that was going to be the final ever tournament. At least by me. Like, the final tournament of NWoR Roblox. I mean, it was the final tournament of the old era, but now we're going to new, and here he is again. Not just because this was the 10th anniversary of my course, but also because he has a bit of a rivalry with fellow jumper, Yas. I think it's a little deeper than that, but I don't know. Well, anyway, here's Famalam again. If you count his bonus run as his first appearance, which I don't, then this will be his debut. I mean, to me, this is his debut tournament. If you count his bonus run as appearance, then this will be his second appearance. Anyway, here he is now onto the breaking bridge, getting through that nicely. Not a problem for him at all. Alright, now for the pincer wall. Can he get through it? Yes, he does. He does it with no trouble at all. Down the slide into the ball pit. And he's got a bit caught up in there, but he's out of it. Now for the escape ladder. Can he get up this? Nicely. And Famalam's going to clear the first stage, clearing with 19.5 seconds left. Well done to Famalam. Well getting to NWoR Roblox. Rising. As the sun sets on the course, we proceed to the final runners of this tournament. One of them has gotten far in the past, and is looking to finally achieving the ultimate goal of achieving total victory. And next man up is Firippu. I apologize if I mispronounced that. Anyway, he's formerly known as Grant4424, or just Grant for short. He's here making his fourth appearance on the course. He made his first appearance in Tournament 21 as a bonus run, but his official debut was in Tournament 22, where he failed the jumping spider. He has since cleared Stage 1 in every Rising tournament, even achieving a personal best in the last tournament. They say that now he's passed on Rainbow Run onto the Saturn. Gets through those nicely. Alright, how about the shape reflex? Not a problem for him at all. Alright, how about the jungle boogie? Swing going. Catches onto the bar. Now on through the vines. Not getting caught by any of them. Getting through that very nicely. And he's through. And how about the breaking bridge? Not a problem for him at all. He's showing that his Stage 1 clear in the last tournament was not a fluke. He also cleared Stage 1 in the first Rising tournament, but that's besides the point. And he's having a hard time getting up the pincer wall. Can he give it a third attempt? Yes, he will. Alright, he's also going to get down the slide. He's not going to get caught by the ball pit. Let's see how he does in the escape ladder. He's going to get up it and punch his ticket to Stage 2 with 22.5 seconds left. Clearing Stage 1 3 seconds faster than Famalam. And he's heading back to the second stage with a chance to make back-to-back appearances on Stage 3. Well done to Grant. I'm just going to call him that for short since it's easier to remember, until I eventually get his new name right. And now we're on to the final runner of Stage 1 of this tournament, and the final ever Stage 1 run of the Rising era. It is this tournament's theoretical Mr. 100. It is... I'm just gonna say it's Bowsy Pie, who, just like Grant, is making his 4th appearance on the course. But also like Grant, he appeared in Tournament 21 as a bonus run, but had his official debut in Tournament 22, where he also failed the Jumping Spider, just like Grant. And also, just like Grant, he achieved a personal best in the last tournament, and he finished that tournament in 1st place. And as far as I can tell, he's becoming the man to beat in almost every Roblox jumping course to date. Basically becoming the prime Makoto Nagano, or current Yusuke Morimoto of Roblox Ninja. That might be a bit of exaggeration, but that's just from what I've been able to tell from him. Looking better ever since his debut back in 2018. Yeah, he's this name now, I couldn't really pronounce it. I mean, I probably could, but I'm not even gonna bother, since at the end of the day, it's Bowsy Pie. I'm sure a lot of you are just gonna call him, you know, what Pie is now, but that was interesting. He got up the slide and got the ball pit, but kind of, you know, not to the side. But he gets up the escape ladder and clears Stage 1 with the fastest time at 35.7 seconds. He's heading back to the 2nd stage. Chance to prove everyone that he's got what it takes to go all the way. And perhaps I wasn't exaggerating about what I said about him being the Makoto Nagano back in Nagano's prime, or the current day Yusuke Morimoto, Roblox Ninja. But that's still something to be seen. before we proceed to the final ever Stage 2 of the Rising era, let's see what the Stage 1 survivors have to say and any concerns they might have.
I'm feeling pretty good. I always do a lot of practice beforehand, and I really just like try and make sure I get everything drilled down before I run, just to make sure, you know, everything goes well.
I'm feeling fairly confident, but on the other hand, the main obstacle I'm sort of worried about here is the second one. I've had difficulty with the entire practice, but I'm hoping I have some good strategies that I want to use on it, and I hope that I can get through that, because if I do, then it should be smooth sailing to the finish.
His enthusiasm is astounding. Can't possibly beat. Well, anyway, he's waiting behind the amateur gates of stage 2. Yeah, I really didn't put a lot of effort into, building this, but whatever. It's the thought that counts, I guess. Anyway, here he is, about to take on stage 2 for his first time ever. 74 seconds to get to the end that you see behind, kind of in the background. Starting with the spider walk. Still the same as it was in the past 2 tournaments. He's getting through it nicely. A little bit uncomfortable with that drop there, but he's through. Now for the Pillars of Doom. Can he get through these? Yes, he will. Alright, how about the new paradigm shift? Catches onto the hoop. Pushing it around, slow and steady. Yeah, doesn't want to make a mistake here, but, the time isn't really all that lenient. He's getting it done. He's down to 32 seconds. May want to pick up the pace. First, meteor vector. He's got to get it rolling down the track and get over the hurdles. And he gets through it nicely, down to 20 seconds. Now he can be the first to take on the blockbuster. How will he do here? Pushes the first block. Gets right onto it. Alright, second one now. Class and sounds. Oh, it's going to be close. Can you get that third one? A bit of a lap. Oh, he gets caught up. Around. But Fomalon just barely clears the second stage with 1/10 of a second left. Oh man, that was close. But Fomalon is moving on to stage 3. Well, I guess it's fair that he is somewhat concerned about this second stage. It's definitely different from the second stage he cleared in the last tournament. But we'll just see how far he can go, if he can also clear stage 2. Starting off with a spider walk. Interesting way to start out. Now that middle section, it's at the very lowest it could get, but he gets through it nicely. Down to a minute. Gets the drop now. Alright, he's past the spider walk. How about the pillars? No problem for him. Ooh, almost undershoots the dismount. But he's onto the paradigm shift and now onto the hoopla. I mean, the hoopla and the paradigm shift are now the same obstacle. Or combined, I guess. Whatever. He's passing it onto the meteor vector. He's going to attempt it this way. I don't recommend it. But he gets through. Getting to the end now. Now he's going to put it to the end and get through the little glass door onto the blockbuster. First hurdle. Pushing the second block. Over the second hurdle. And now for the final one. Can he go over the third hurdle? Yes, he does with no drum. The class is going to sound. But Grant is going to head onto the third stage for a second term in a row as soon as he hits the button. Don't know why he showboated a little bit there. Or maybe he forgot where the button was. Or maybe it just wasn't working. Oh, whatever. He's cleared the second stage for a second term in a row, doing it with 3.3 seconds left. It is true, you never know what to expect on this course from any competitor, no matter how experienced or inexperienced they are. But here is Bowser about to take on the second stage. He cleared this in the last tournament, obviously, because he did personal best and finished last in first place. Okay, let's just get this going. He's on to stage 2, starting with the spider walk. Getting through with no trouble, and he's past it. How about the pillars? Not a problem there. Paradigm shift. Ooh, almost some undershoots getting onto the hoop. But he pushes it very nicely. Got more than enough time left. How do we do here on the meteor vector? Doing the same technique Grant did. It works out for him. He's so close to falling off the edge of the boulder there. That would have been disastrous. Alright. Can he squeeze through that little glass door? Yes, he will. Got over 20 seconds left. He takes on the blockbuster. Over the first hurdle. Over the second. Little bit of struggle to push the third block, but he's through the hurdle, and he just barely beats the klaxon, clearing stage 2 with 10.2 seconds left. He's getting congratulations from his fellow jumpers, and they're all looking forward to seeing Bowser take on stage 3 for second term in a row. I know I certainly am. We'll see how he does. As we close the book on the second stage, let's see what the finalists have to say regarding stage 3.
Feeling the most confident I've been heading into the stage. Hopefully this obstacle hit the cliffhanger. I felt that final flip, man. It took me out twice. But hopefully this time around it doesn't knock me out for the third time in a row, because if it does, that would be kind of embarrassing. But as long as I'm having fun, I'm okay with it.
Attempt on stage 3 of NWoR Roblox. Out on the cliffhanger. The vortex gets through that and very nicely. And he's through. Now for the sidewinder. Around the first one nicely. Catches on the second. He's going to do the bounce technique, which is the recommended method to do this obstacle. Or at least the way how I do it. It's not failing. And doing that same technique where they get as high on the wall as possible to help make the jump. I do not approve of that, but it's found a way to make it easier than it's supposed to. Now for the doorknob drop. Yeah, I'd love to see people try and pull that off next time. Knobs. Get the first drop, he survives it, and makes the transition to the second set. Catch the second. Gets through the first drop. Now for the second set. Tried the second drop and gets the dismount. Well done. Now he's onto the cliffhanger. He went on this in the last tournament. Can he beat it this time? Cliffhanger now. Talk about how sinister I was being about the sidewinder for next time. The ledge now. Past the yellow section. Beat it. Remember, if you don't recall, you're not allowed to jump quickly. He's not giving me a time to talk. I'm disqualified. And he makes the wraparound jump, and now he just gotta make this final angle jump. He's hesitating for a second because he remembers, I failed it last time. Presumably, anyway. It's time preparing for the jump, get through on stage 3. I mean, yeah, that is true. Hardest jump of the whole obstacle, and he makes it with no problem. And he's beaten the cliffhanger. One obstacle to go, the pipe hanger. Can you figure this out? Alright, he's onto it. Alright. Now, Bowser made this obstacle in the last tournament, but he couldn't get through the pipe hanger, which is where he failed last tournament. He's got a bit caught on the barrier. Let's see if Famulon can do any better. Oh! It looked like he pushed too far and fell derailed, but that was just a bit of lag. The left foot, right foot technique, rather than the wiggle technique that we saw Fom. Well, I can't exactly say Fom, he was kind of just doing it straightforward. But he's like going back and forth left and... Here. That's a lot more steady this time. Alright, that's as far as it'll go. How is he going to dismount this? He's going to go from the left side. He's going to get as close to the edge as possible and make that final jump. Oh, which side will he go for, the left or the right? It looks like he's setting up to go for the left. Bar is in position. Oh, not quite. He wants to make sure it's as close to the end as possible. And it looks like he's pushing them far to the right so that he can jump from the left side. The final jump as as possible, and jump at the final jump and at the right angle. Yes, and Warren also on the stage. And his first ever on tournament, this one ticket to the final stage. He will join Famulon, and he'll finally have his shot at the final stage at a Roblox jumping course. After a quick game of hoops, apparently. Here we are, at the final stage. 2 tournaments ago, 2 competitors reached at this point. Last tournament, no one reached at this point. This is now the 4th time in Ninja Warrior of Roblox history where we've had multiple competitors in the final stage. The tower is now 4 meters taller, more colorful, and features 2 obstacles. It begins with the high ladder, an 8-meter tall ladder where the steps get harder to jump the higher you climb. And then it's the modified utility pole. It's also 8 meters tall and modified to where now you have to jump around the pole in order to ascend. 3 competitors remain, and these 3 will have just 20 seconds to scale the 16-meter tower and press the button on top to achieve total victory. The first of these 3 to go is Famulon. The crowd is ready to cheer him on, and the other 2 finalists are looking forward to joining him at the top. Let's see if Famulon can do what several have done before him. Let's see how Famulon can do on his first ever attempt at the final stage on not only just this course, but Roblox jumping in general. And there he goes, his 20 seconds have started. Hesitated for a bit there. But he's getting up the ladder. Clapping sounds. Oh, he slips off! He's still coming to the ladder, so he hasn't failed yet. Oh, and he just lost connection. He would have run out of time anyway. It was a great effort, but Famulon is out on the final stage. Now here's Grant, hoping to do what Fomalon failed to do. That's to get to the top of the tower. In the Rising era, only one got up before he did. He's not alone, he's got a great crowd supporting him. Hoping to set a good example for both Fomalon and maybe to Bowser. So I'll show you how it's done. He'll have 20 seconds to get up these 2 obstacles. Now it's time to see how Grant does on his first ever attempt at a final stage on a Roblox Ninja course. Good luck, Grant. I deeply apologize for this run here. My screen recorder froze at this point, and I didn't notice until after I began editing this tournament. The audio from in-game and Discord chat with me and the other NWoR admins were recorded and kept going, and I'll leave that audio on. Though you might barely hear it, as I'll continue to play stage music and commentate over it based on memory for when this run took place. None of that excuses the fact that I'm an inconsiderable prick who should have looked at the footage beforehand and maybe gave him a rerun so you at least see Grant actually run stage 4 rather than use your imagination based on my commentary. Try to enjoy anyway. Seconds. There's the first. There's the second. There go the lamps. He begins his climb. He's getting up it nicely. Kind of hesitates on that step right there. Now he's onto the utility pole. Oh, very nice technique. He just might do it. He's almost there. Come on, Grant. And he's done it! Grant has conquered the final stage and has beaten NWoR Roblox Rising with 2.7 seconds left. Say ha! Grant on his first ever attempt at the final stage, at least on this course. He has achieved total victory.
How many seconds did he clear with?
Soak it in, Grant. It's quite the beautiful scene from up there. But feel free to share how you're feeling right now.
Feels amazing. I've been doing Roblox Ninja for the last 6 years. After just unluckiness, torture, anger, I finally did it. This was my #1 goal in RMW. Here we are, 6 years later. Very honored to be up here, along with like Reality and like a bunch of other people. Feels wonderful.
But we're not done. We got one runner left to go. It is Bowsy Pie. Last man up. Hoping to join Grant at the very top of the tower. I mean, standing right there, but, you know, I'm talking like, I guess metaphorically, you know, join him in winning the tournament. Well, anyway, we know he's excited. The crowd is excited. Now all you gotta do is walk up those stairs and prepare for his ascent into glory and to greatness, and to prove that he is the modern day Makoto Nagano or Yusuke Morimoto, wherever you want to prefer him as. And here he goes, going very quickly and nicely up the ladder. Now for the utility pole, klaxon sounds. Doing the same technique Grant did, and it pays off for Bowser. And he also cleared the final stage, clearing just 0.4 seconds faster than Grant. But say ha for Bowser, clearing with 3.1 seconds left. For the first time since Tournament 7, we have back-to-back Grand Champions on the course. You love to see it. Can't help but feel happy for these guys. But don't just take my word for it. Let's hear it from him.
Dude, I'm just feeling so happy right now. My hard work over the past few years has really paid off. I used to run in a PC older than me, so it's been a long time coming. Congratulations to Grant for sure. Man, I'm just so excited. Thank you.
And with that, we come to the end of this tournament and the end of another era. Back in 2018, we closed the book on the old era of Ninja Warrior of Roblox and opened the book of the Rising era in 2020. But now the time has come to close the book on the Rising era and look towards the future of Roblox jumping. I thank you all for your continued support, and I hope to continue providing you all with more content on not just Roblox jumping, and provide support to the next generation of current and future Roblox courses. I hope you enjoyed this tournament for what it was. I hope you enjoyed what would end up being the Rising Trilogy. Special thanks to those who competed in these tournaments, and extra special thanks to those who contributed to this tournament are on screen and in the description. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, ciao peoples. Alright, that should about do it for now.